Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you happen to be watching from in the world. My name is Ivan, and I run a digital business, and I help people all over the world start and run their own digital businesses. Now, I am part of an online program that literally does operate all over the world. And the beauty of our program is that anybody with any amount of experience, including, and most people don't, no experience, to set up and run their own digital businesses. And as part of that, I love speaking to people all over the world. And I do these interviews weekly, and I literally do talk to somebody in a different part of the world every single week. And today I am thrilled because I am going to the Middle East. I am going to the United Arab Emirates, and I am speaking to a lovely lady called Liz. So stand by. Good afternoon, good evening, Liz. How are you?
Good evening from Dubai, Ivan. How are you today?
How awesome. How awesome. Yes, definitely. How are you today?
I'm good. It's a little warm today, so it's a little bit going to the summer period here in Dubai. But Middle East, it's always warm around here. So
absolutely. What? Just out of curiosity, what temperature is it there right now?
Earlier today it was around 33 degrees, which I think is quite perfect. How is it your side of town?
You could take probably about 25 of those degrees away from there. That would be about what we've got going on here today, to be fair. It is not warm. It is, well, to be fair, it's pleasant. I mean, for what we're used to, it's fine. But, we very rarely even get that in the height of summer. Never mind in early spring in April. Do you know what I mean? So, but absolutely thrilled and honoured to have you here. And, there's a few people already on. So hi to Helen. So hello, Helen. We've got Alexandria, who's watching as well. Is she related to you, Alexandria? She's got the same
sister. Hi.
Oh, hey, Alexandria. Hello. And Helen's watching from San Francisco. Good. So good morning to Helen.
Good morning. Yeah.
When you run a digital business and you're the same, you have to kind of think, where the hell am I talking to?
I know.
Is it morning? Is it afternoon? Is it nighttime? What is it? So good morning, Helen. So, but for you, Liz, absolutely thank you so much for joining us. And I'm dying to hear your story, because that's what this is about. This is about, we both run digital businesses, as I said in the introduction. But, what's really important is everyone's journey is different. Everyone has a different story, different reasons for everything in life. And I am just really keen to hear your story. So first of all, tell me a little bit about what were you doing before you started this digital business?
All right. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you guys who are watching us right now and those who are watching the replay. So my name is Liz, and I am a Filipino. I've been working here in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, for more than 10 years now. Actually, it's like 13 years now, Ivan. So I've been here for quite a while. So I'm here with my husband. We both work in retail. So I'm in merchandise planning, and he is in graphic design. So, of course, like most Filipinos, I'm sure you would know that the reason why we moved to Dubai or to work here is to provide better opportunities for ourselves and to help our families back home. So that's the main reason why we're here. So we've been blessed to have a good job, to have good salaries. So we're able to build our careers in here and help our families and our parents back home. Like one of my sisters watching right now. Hi, Nyar. So that's amazing, right? So to have the opportunity, and of course, to see other cultures, to travel to different parts of the world. And being in the Middle East, we are we are in the middle of the earth, so we can travel to Europe. It's much closer to different parts of the world, right? Compared to if we are in the Philippines, it will be, geographically quite far, right? So, so that's where we are right now. We're married. We don't have kids yet. We're still praying for it. But our journey has taken us, like last year, if I go back to last year, we know what's happening last year, Ivan,
I've got an idea,
I mean, I think 2020 will just go down in everybody's calendar or somebody. It's something that we cannot forget. It's like
No,
things
no.
so much. So many things happen. But last year is also when we started to become, open to other opportunities that we need to look at. Because as you would have known, I'm sure it's the same there in the UK, like retail industry is one of the hardest hit industries of the pandemic.
Very bad here as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like so many stores have closed down. I mean, only the online stores are open and operational. And so many jobs have been lost. So many salaries have been cut. So many benefits have been, have been forgone. But our bills continue, right? Our payables are still there. We still need to pay our rent, our electricity, our mortgage. We still need to, spend money for food, of course. So for us, during that time, it was sometime in March last year that things started happening, right? I mean, our store started closing down. We've got these memos from our HR team that you need to start working from home because there's something going on around the world that we need to be safe. So hearing from the news, like things are started happening not only in Dubai but the rest of the world. So my husband and I, being in retail, we're like, I mean, what's gonna happen, right? Nobody knows what's gonna happen. So we started thinking, okay, of course, trying to be as calm as possible, seeing how things unfold. Like, okay, we need to be secure, right? Because I mean, our jobs are in retail, and like I said, retail is one of the hardest hit industries. So we began to look at options, like, okay, what else can we do from home that shouldn't take more time away from us, because we're already having our full-time jobs back then, right? Which is, to be honest, for me, it was more like a 9 to 9 job, like not a 9 to 5 job.
Really?
If I'm being honest.
Long hours then. Long hours.
Yeah, I do long hours, Ivan. I mean, that's just the nature of my work as retail merchandising. My husband thankfully doesn't have to do as much long hours. So it was this time in March last year that we remembered this business opportunity that was introduced to us actually Q4 of 2019.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay. So it took you a while to jump in.
Yeah, we took a while. During that time, I was very busy with my work. Q4 normally is a very extra busy for retail because, of all the sale happening for Christmas, the Boxing Day sale and all of those. So we were extremely busy. I didn't have the time to I signed up on the webinar, I didn't get the time to watch it. It's like I keep on getting email reminders, but not really watching it. So I've been just keep getting them on my inbox, right? So thankfully, I remember this in March, like, oh, I remember we got something like this way back in October. So I was like, okay, let me go back to my emails, and find it. Thankfully, I found it, of course, and went back to it, finally watched the webinar. And then my husband and I were like, okay, I think this is what we are looking for, It's just that, it's like a light bulb in our head, like, why are we just watching it now? We should have watched it in October.
Hindsight is a wonderful thing, Liz. Honestly, it really is. It absolutely is.
So so we watched the webinar. We were introduced. Of course, we got connected to our business mentor, and then we were able to ask our questions. Do our research, understand how it works. Meet the community, meet the members of the community, and with this time we didn't take so much. We didn't take like 6 months to wait and join it. I think the same week we booked our coaching call. We decided that this is something that we want to do. So, that's it. We jumped in, started it, and we're super, super excited.
Amazing. That is awesome. There's a few people we need to say hello to, Liz, to be fair. So we've got Audrey, who's watching from Malaysia. So, hey, Audrey. We've got, and then a few people. Gina Linda, who's watching from the UAE. We've got Anna, who's also watching from Dubai. We've got Dina, who's watching from Shetland Islands here in the UK, which is awesome.
Wow.
We've got Esther. So Esther's watching from Kenya. So hi, Esther. Good evening to you. And then we've got Christian watching from Dubai as well, and we've got Debbie watching from Germany. How international are we?
Amazing.
Love it. Absolutely fantastic. So hello to everybody. Absolutely. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to pop them in the question in the comments. We'll try and answer them for you. So Liz, tell me then, what were you trying to achieve? What was the why? What was the reason for making the switch to work online for you?
Well, the primary reason, Ivan, really is to find an alternative plan just in case anything happens to our jobs, because we already weren't feeling so secure. And of course, you know, we have bills to pay, we have parents to support, we have our dreams to pursue, right? We cannot just, you know, stand still because the world has shut down and things are going on. So life has to continue, and of course, we need to continue chasing after our dreams. So seeing the opportunity that this business has given us, you know, the massive opportunity that it can give us, it actually allows us to make many more of our dreams come true faster. Because during that time, of course, we have our full-time jobs, and we already are setting up a business that we know is for long term. It's not something like, you know, it's a fly-by-night business. It's just like 2 months, 3 months operational, and then there's nothing.
It's for life, isn't it?
This is a long-term business that actually we can pass on to our kids. We don't have kids yet right now, but we're very excited to know that there's already something that we can pass on to them.
Yeah, it is. That's massive, isn't it? That legacy point is really, you know, for anyone, whether you have a family or not, but just to have something that you can leave and just hand down to somebody else at some point in the future, that's massive. And you know, I didn't even read, because we don't have children either, and so that wasn't something that kind of factored into my thinking. But now that I'm in the business, running my own business, that's something that I've started to think about. You know, because it is something that I can leave to whomever me and Ryan decide to leave it to when, you know, when the time comes. You know, and that's massive. Certainly, if you've got children, undoubtedly is. You know, so has working online been a good fit for you? Have you managed to fit it well into your life, or has it required any real big changes for you?
Actually, so if I may continue my story, right? We set up this business in March, right? And then lo and behold, what I feared actually happened when I was made redundant in my well-paying job in July, Ivan. So literally, you know, oh my gosh, good thing I have this business running, because otherwise I would be just, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I have, you know, I have fulfillment, I have obligations to do, I have, of course, plans to fulfill. So when we set up our job, our business, actually, end of June, beginning July, I was made redundant on the first week of July. I mean, the timing of this business being part of our life is just absolutely perfect, you know. During that time, it actually gave me a lot of peace of mind. I wasn't very anxious, I wasn't very scared of what's gonna happen. I wasn't too, you know, I was actually optimistic, like, okay, I don't have my corporate job right now that, you know, that actually stresses me out, you know, takes away so much of my time, but now I have a business to run, you know. I have my other side of creativity that I can explore, that actually I was able to express in this digital business. So I'm so thankful that I was able to have that sometime. I mean, I also needed a break, I would say, because I was saying, right, my job is super stressful and it's not helping my health. So it's really a blessing in disguise that I was made redundant in this in my job, you know.
Everything happens for a reason, doesn't it? And sometimes we can't see it when we're in the midst of the problem, and it's quite. But we have to just constantly believe that everything happens by design and it happens for a reason. And so I've been in that position. I several years ago, I got unexpectedly made redundant from my job, and that was one of the hardest probably periods that, you know, I had to go through. So I completely can understand how that would have been for you. The past 12 months, though, to go through that now, that's kind of an extra layer of emotional turmoil. And like you, it thank my lucky stars, my digital business, because we're the same. Because my other half, he's been furloughed for a large part of the past 12 months because he works in aviation, and obviously no one's really flying anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And that has been, like you said, kind of quite a calming. If it's taken the pressure, taken the stress away, having the business there.
Definitely.
I can't put it any other way. It has. Simply has.
Yeah, I mean, and so I was able to set up the business in 2 weeks. It was up and running. So, while I was taking my break from the corporate job, I was focusing on the business mainly. But it didn't take so much of my time because I was focusing on myself, right? I was focusing on just going to the beach and reading as much books as I can and taking as much relaxation as I can. But still, I can manage my business. I just spend maybe 2-3 hours a day, maybe a little bit more on weekends, But even now that since February, I was back to the corporate world, I was given the chance to go back to the corporate world. I'm still managing to run my business because it doesn't really take so much of your time, guys. I mean, 1 to 2 hours maybe on busy days. If I don't have some time today, maybe I can look at it tomorrow. So that's the flexibility that I'm really, really happy that it has.
It is. I get it. And, redundancy aside, how has the past kind of, I guess, 8 or 9 months been for you then? So have you had has been any challenges or anything like that, or been pretty much okay? Did you find most of the training, or how easy or hard was that?
The trainings are absolutely fantastic, actually, because it's video based. I mean, if I have maybe an hour a day, I can go to watch maybe 2 or 3 parts of it. So it doesn't require you to actually finish the entire module. If you want to focus on specific parts of the training, you can absolutely do that. If you have, questions on the trainings that you've already seen, you can actually return to it, right? That's actually the beauty of the training. And it's literally step by step, it actually tells you how to upload a profile picture or create a cover photo or sign up or create your YouTube account, for example. So anybody, there's really no age limitation to this. Grandmothers can do this, so how much more for us, that we thankfully were able to live in this technology driven world.
Absolutely. So people ask you what it is that we do. What is this business? What is working online? What does that mean? What do you say to them?
Actually, working online, so us as digital business owners, we actually want to share this opportunity that we've had in helping other people set up their own successful global business. We connect them with a team of experts that have developed the tools, the training system, the products. Actually, it's a plug-and-play system, so you don't have to start anything from scratch. So there are so many business mentors and coaches all around the world. From wherever part of the world you are, I'm sure there's a business mentor that's ready to help you set up. If you are ready to take that next step, if you are ready to take, your dream to become have the time freedom, the financial freedom to do more of what you want without being burdened by so many hours consumed in, making presentations or cold calling or, bugging your family or friends, for example.
Exactly. Of which there's none of. It's amazing. Absolutely. No, that is awesome, Liz. That is absolutely awesome. So what are you working towards then? So kind of fast forward, I don't know, 6, 12 months, 18 months from now, what are you working towards, whether that be personally or professionally?
Well, in this business, I am very much excited to be a business coach, so I can help guide more people to, make decisions about this business, to help them set up for success, for sure. And actually, having a side hustle like this allows you to have that financial flexibility as well. So I can help more people. To be honest, the extra income that I would love to help some more of our relatives, some more of our friends who would need some of that help. Because for me, anything extra is something I can help extra as well, you know?
Yeah, I get it. No, absolutely. But what do you think makes this business different, special, unique compared to everything else that's out there? You know, because there's lots of online opportunities, isn't there? You know, and I don't blame people for being skeptical and wary about, you know, where to go, left, right, whatever. But what do you think makes this business different?
I think it's the community really that makes a lot of difference between this and other businesses out there, because the community that we have, Ivan, is super supportive. It's super encouraging. They're all positive minded. I mean, running a business is different for everybody, right? Like just like any business, we've had our fair share of struggles. We've had our fair shares of, you know, challenges. It's not all rainbows and sunshines, of course, right? Because and business, like life, is
Not
different
like
like
that.
that,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, you know, but the community is there to keep on rooting for you, to celebrate your small wins, to keep on encouraging you and inspire you. And I absolutely love that. You know, in the morning, you know, after I've done my prayer, you know, my meditation, all of that, when I go into my news feed and see the posts in our private Facebook page, you know, congratulating everybody, you know, for taking the next step, for welcoming
Yeah.
new business partners, you know, milestones in their business, their paydays. It's just amazing. It just lifts me up. It just keeps on, you know, make me excited on more and more every day about this business. So that's absolutely fantastic, Ivan. I absolutely love that.
It
I'm
is.
sure you would too.
No, I do. You know, and it was that was an unexpected benefit, unexpected that I never. So obviously, when we started the bit, we weren't looking for our business. We kind of just stumbled on it and then into it, such. But never during that process did it enter my head that as part of starting to run a business, I was going to build this whole new network of people that would become, in some cases, really good friends. Right? I never expected to find that. I never even thought about this kind of how important it is to be lifted. I never thought about how much of a change that can make to someone's mindset just to hear something positive, to see something positive, to be inspired, right? Even just by a few words or whatever it may be. But I didn't realize the power of that when you work on your own, because when you work online, you are pretty much, you're in your own, you're in a room like this or like where you are. So you're not surrounded by lots of people. So by its very nature, it's quite a solitary work, job, what you want to call it, isn't it? It's quite a solitary role. But when you work online in business, you're constantly speaking to people all over the world, right? Whether that's on StreamYard or on another social media platform, or you exchanging messages, whatever it may be. I am speaking to people in the four corners of the world every single day. And
it's amazing.
I never imagined that. Never.
Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. And I was gonna say, like, you know, here in Dubai, I've also gotten the chance to meet some of the other business owners around here, and you know, we constantly chat on WhatsApp. You know, there are conversations that are having. You know, we do have our monthly masterminds as well, and many of them are actually watching right now. Like, hi, Terina, watching from Abu Dhabi. So just
Yeah,
one of our business peers. You
we've
know,
got
the
Elaine
support.
watching from California.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Teresa,
support that we
there you
get
go.
actually is absolutely fantastic.
No, that's amazing. That's amazing. So this all starts, doesn't it, with in fact, no, I've got one other question before we do the workshop. For people that are a bit skeptical or a bit wary, don't know, you know, where to go, left, right, whatever, what would you say to them?
I think, you know, we're all humans. We always have a certain percent of us like are skeptic or doubtful, but we need to find a way to get out of that skepticism at some point, because we cannot always just be having these questions in our head like, oh, what if this is a scam? What if this is illegitimate? Or, you know, things that they have questions that just needs to be answered and clarified.
Yeah.
So all they need to do, Ivan, is ask, right? Ask those questions. They shouldn't be afraid to come to you, to me, ask their questions. get their doubts clarified, and then if they think that they are ready to take the next step, go take the next step, right? The beauty of this business is that we offer complimentary info sessions. They don't have to pay anything, right? To just watch.
Exactly.
You just need 90 minutes of their time to watch this complimentary webinar and get their answers right there. So there's nothing
That's
to lose.
the
Right?
next question, actually. Which is the next question is, tell people why they should watch the workshop. Why should they bother? Why should they invest their time?
So the workshop is where we lay it all out, guys. We offer standard information to anybody who wants to start the business. So the beauty of this is that we don't have to present to every single one of you who wants to know more about the business. There's a webinar twice a week, every week, that we invite you to watch and get your questions answered. If there are still more questions, I'm sure if you reach out to your mentor, you can get your answers to your doubts, right? And again, like we said, it's free. There's nothing to lose. You don't have to pay a single cent.
Well said, it is. And I love the workshops because I co-present the workshop sometimes as well. So I get to be part of that initial, that experience, which is amazing. But what I absolutely love and it never ceases to inspire me is when I hear the testimonials, because it's kind of a two halves approach, isn't it? The testimonials, those are just people that come on and just share why they started the business, what it's done for them, how much they're making. I mean, it's incredible. And these are just people that stand in the room, just doing what they do, like you and me, and they just decide to come on this workshop, and it's incredible.
Exactly. They are just ordinary people like you and me who have big dreams for themselves, for their families, make things happen, and then see the results, right? Different people would have different journeys, and we're happy and excited actually to see those individual journeys, because I would sometimes relate to one person, you would relate to somebody else, but there's a broad spectrum of people in that webinar that actually can relate to many of us. So definitely worth watching. Definitely worth the 90 minutes, Ivan.
It is, absolutely is. And what I would say to people in closing is just, if anybody watching the workshop that is serious about starting their own digital business, there is no better online digital business opportunity than our program. Fact.
Yeah,
all right. Sure. Now, I'm not saying that because that's what I'm doing. I'm saying that to you because we are real people sat here right now who are running this business. And when you join our program, you plug into exactly the same system that we're using. Exactly the same system, right? You will learn from people like me and like Liz who are running the business, all right? It's a one-to-one connection. It's not messages, it is messages, but you have a personal connection, right? So you have someone like a mentor and a coach who is always there to guide and work with you. And that's massive, all right? That is absolutely massive. So it means you're never on your own. It means that someone is always there with you, walking that journey, who has already been down that road, all right? So my team, all my business partners, they learn everything from me, right? So they won't have to do what I did, right? I can tell them the easier route. I can give them tell them the ads they need to put out there and give them all the stuff. I can do all that, as you can do that with your team, and other people do it with their team. We make it so very, very easy. And that is massive, I think, from this business. I think it's massive for anyone, because a lot of times people are unsure because they're worried they don't have any experience, and they'll maybe get lost and get confused and not know whether to turn left or right. And it doesn't apply in this business because you're never on your own. You're never on your own. All right. I can't tell you the amount of times I'll just jump on a Zoom, share my desktop, and just guide me through literally live, or do it on their desktop remotely, and you just solve the problem. It's just so hands-on, and I love that.
Yeah, I love that too.
Absolutely love that. I do. Liz, that's amazing. You've been an absolute star. That's been fantastic. Absolutely.
Yes. I'm absolutely loving this business, Ivan.
Good. Any final words, anything you would like to say to people that are watching this, that are thinking about starting a business?
I think that my only final message to anybody who wants to join this business is like, just take the first step, guys. There's nothing to lose and there's so much to gain, you know. Send us your questions. We'd be happy to answer, and be assured that we are there with you, for you, every step of the way, setting you up for success. So we will be your mentors. We'll be happy to answer your questions. But of course, it all has to come from you. It all has to start from you. So just take that next step, sign up on the webinar, and find out why we are very excited about this business. And I'm sure you will be too as well.
Absolutely. And the way to find out more is, you can see our website address is on screen there. So you simply just go to one of our websites and enter your name and email address, and we will send you information. It is that easy.
Yeah, exactly.
It is that easy. It really is. Liz, fantastic. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much.
I've had a wonderful time chatting with you and the rest of your followers. I hope you stay warm.
Thank you. we have this amazing thing here called heating, and I realize you don't need that there, but we have this incredible thing called heating, which is still on. It's not gone off yet, believe me.
All right. Have a wonderful day, Ivan, and the rest of you
so very much. Thank you. And to everybody watching, thank you for watching. And we'll see you on the next episode of Business Talk with Ivan. So until then, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you all again soon. All right. Take care. See you later. Bye.